Good morning, beautiful girls. This is again Mr. Honored Introduction to Business. So we will continue again, and this is going back to our topic last time. It's about slogans. So I think we have time now, and then I'll give you the answer. Remember, I gave you only 4 items like Nokia or De Beers. The other one is Hallmark, and then I think the other one I forgot, but I think I gave you 4 already. So this time we will try to continue again the same companies, okay? But this time we do it all together, and then with you. I have here my own. I can remember exactly all of this because this is a lot of companies to remember, but then I'll give you again the slogans of each company from Sunny up to the last one here, Hallmark Wear. I think this one I gave already. When you want to send the very best, this one is Make Believe, okay? I can still remember. Next, again, so for Sunny, you have the slogan Make Believe, 2 words. This one, Subway, I think you say Eat Fresh. This is for Subway, eat and then fresh, eat fresh. It's an example of a fast food, a company in fast food business, okay? So Subway. And then remember I told you this one is the wrong way of writing because it's not capitalized, so you make it capital S to differentiate it from the Subway we have in Bangkok. And then M&M, it's kind of long because it's a sentence. It melts in your mouth. It melts in your mouth, not in your hands. When you eat this kind of chocolate M&M, the chocolate doesn't melt in your hand because it's kind of messy, but then it melts in your mouth. That is the slogan of M&M. And then this one, United, I think United Airlines is Fly the Friendly Sky. I repeat, Fly the Friendly Sky. That is for United Airlines. And then you have here another fast food restaurant business. You have KFC or Kentucky Fried Chicken of America. Finger licking good. Finger licking good. That is for KFC. And then for Nike, because it's a very famous brand here, Nike, okay? I think you know it. You say, just do it, okay? Forget about thinking about it, just do it. That's for Nike, okay? Nike for just do it. And then for this one, you have Adidas. Let me see, it's impossible to nothing, okay? Impossible to nothing. Impossible to and then nothing. This one I gave already about a company of dealing in diamonds, okay? Like a diamond is forever. It lasts for eternity, or a diamond is forever. What about McDonald's? I think I'm loving it. I am, instead of saying loving, you cancel the G and you say loving. I am loving it. It's again example of fast food restaurant. And then this one, Levi's, is for clothes. The slogan is about quality, okay? Quality never goes out of style. Quality never goes out of style. And then you have Nokia, I think I gave already, connecting people. Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. Holiday Inn is pleasing people because they are in the hotel business. Haagen-Dazs is pleasure is the path of joy. Pleasure is the path of joy. And then Hallmark, I think I gave already. When you care enough to send the very best. When you care enough to send the very best. So these are example of famous slogans from Make Believe, Subway, Eat Fresh, M&M, It Melts in Your Mouth, United Airlines, Fly, The Friendly Sky, KFC, It's Finger Licking Good, Nike, Just Do It, Adidas, Impossible is Nothing, De Beers, this one I can't remember, A Diamond is Forever, A Diamond is Forever, McDonald's is I Am Loving It, Levi's, Quality Never Goes Out of Style, Nokia is Connecting People, Disneyland, The Happiest Place on Earth, Holiday Inn, I wrote here already, Pleasing People, and then the very famous expensive brand of ice cream Haagen-Dazs is Pleasure is the Path of Joy. And the last one, Hallmark, when you care enough to send the very best, and that is Hallmark. So all of these are example of famous companies all over the world, worldwide, not in Thailand only, but also around the world, in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, North America, South America, all of these with their kind of famous slogan. So please try to remember some of them because some are parts of your forthcoming midterm exam in your year. So from Sunny up to Hallmark. Next, I have here number 1 to number 5. I think this is a kind of doing your own thing at home because this is online. Maybe you can do it by yourself, help yourself, and then by looking or by using the internet about this, what about this, or what about we are still talking about slogans, so I want you to know the slogans of this company from number 1 to number 5. The first one is a Porsche. So I think you are familiar with a very expensive and very famous brand of high-end car. So you have a Porsche. And then this one, number 2, IMAX. What is the slogan of IMAX? Okay, they are in cinema, in movies, okay? What about BMW? This one is Volkswagen. It's also a car. So you have here V for Vox, and then here wagon, so for W. So same thing like this one, but different kind of cars. But then what is the slogan of BMW? Sorry, not BMW, but VW, okay? And then this one, I think you have in Bangkok, Burger King for fast food again. American company, and what is the slogan? And then this one, I have number 5, I think it's Google. So you are familiar with this one because sometimes I ask you to Google something, research something using Google. So what do you think is the slogan of Google? So I repeat, there are only 5 companies, 5. Porsche, the IMAX, like in Bangkok, then Volkswagen, then number 4, very famous like KFC or McDonald's in the fast food chain of restaurant. We have Burger King. And then the last one, you have Google. So all you have to do is you tell me the slogans of each item or each companies, and then later on we try to answer them all together about this one. And then this one, number 6 to number 10, maybe we can do, I need you only to answer number 1 to number 5. Just do it. And then this one, number 6 to number 10, we do it in the class. So in class, from number 6 to number 10, you need only 1 to 5. Okay, it's very easy, 1 to 5. So number 6, I think you are familiar with Reebok. This is a brand of shoes, especially sports shoes, athletic shoes. Then number 7, FedEx. If you don't know the meaning of FedEx, it means Federal Express, okay, but it's a very huge American company. It's like, what they call that, EMS, I think, for delivery. This is like Federal Express, so Fed, and then you have here EX, so Federal Express. It's American for delivery of anything, not illegal, but of course legal. And then this one, I think you are familiar with L'Oreal, a very famous French company, I think for beauty and cosmetics, because most of you, I think you are familiar with this brand, like Bobbi Brown or this one, L'Oreal, Maybelline, they are the same, okay, in makeup, cosmetics, and so on. And then this one, if you want to sell something, then you go to eBay, okay? I think you are familiar with eBay. And then what is the slogan of this one? We will do this one, but this is number 9, eBay. And then the last one, I don't know if there is still a Kodak company, but way back before, 80s or I think 90s, we have a very famous brand for films and camera. We have Kodak. So way back before, not now, because I don't know if there is still I think there is no Kodak company anymore. But way back before, we have Kodak. And what is the slogan of this company? So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, we do it in class, maybe later on. But for number 1 to number 5, please do it for your own good, for your own benefit, okay? Now, this one is another example of homework for you girls. So, I want you to get the meaning of these words. When I say meaning, do not get the meaning in Thai, because basically, exactly, I cannot read Thai. So you have to use the internet for a dictionary, or maybe the dictionary itself, and then you try to get the meaning of these words. Do not make the meaning complicated, make it simple to understand, because sometimes you get confused when you get the meaning of a word. So the first one is international. It's the opposite of national. The word is international. It is an adjective. Number 2 is significant. It is again an adjective. What do you mean? What comes to your mind when you hear the word significant or like important? Number 3 is again example of adjective, sensitive, like when you want to describe yourself or maybe myself, maybe you can say I am sensitive. Okay, it's different from saying sensible. This one is sensitive. Number 4 is provide. Provide is an example of a verb. And then number 5, survive is again an example of a verb. So girls, do not use it in a sentence. I need only the meaning, okay? The meaning of each word from number 1 to number 5. 1 is international, adjective. Number 2, significant, adjective. Number 3, sensitive, adjective again. And number 4 and number 5, these are verbs, provide and then survive. So get the meaning of these words from number 1 to number 5. And then continuation of this is synonyms. So girls, when you say synonyms, you are talking of I am talking of the same meaning or similar meaning. There are some words where another word is the same meaning with that word. Okay, so number 6 is competitive. Give me one word, the same meaning with when you hear the word competitive. Number 7, components. Okay, components, by the way, the word competitive is adjective. Number 7, components, example of a noun. So when you write the word noun here, this one must also be a noun. The meaning, the synonym of the word must be noun, okay? Like for example, the word huge. Give me another word, the same meaning with huge, means very large. So when you say huge, it is example of adjective. So it must also be an example of adjective. If it's a noun, then the synonym is a noun. Adjective goes with adjective. And then number 8, display. This one is an example of a verb. So the synonym must also be a verb. Together with abroad, I think this one can be an adverb or can be an adjective. It depends. I don't know which one are you gonna choose. And then number 10, you go with dimension. Okay, dimension is an example of a noun. So this one must also be a noun. When you hear the word dimension, you are talking of what do you call the size, what is the length, and then what is the width. That is what you call dimension. Maybe a place or maybe of something. Then you are talking about the size. What is the dimension or what is the size? So if it's a noun and then another noun again, the same thing like here. The same thing with number 1 to number 5, girls. So if the word here is adjective, like the word in international. So you give me another word here with an adjective, okay? Significant is adjective, so this one is adjective. Another word is sensitive, so this one with adjective. And number 4 and number 5, they are example of verbs, so be sure that the meaning also is an example of a verb. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 and 5. And then from number 6 to number 10, you have this one. The last word is what you call dimension. And then we will try to finish everything probably next meeting about retailing, because I think we have one more meeting before the end of this online class. Because as you remember, we have 3 units probably for, I am not very sure, but try to study unit number 1 about job, unit number 2 company, and then unit number 3. Maybe we will have this one later on, online of course, about retailing. So there you go for your midterm exam. Your midterm exam is like into 2 parts. The first part is, of course, multiple choices of A, B, C, and D. And then the last part or the second part is writing. Most of the writing comes from our lesson. So I am reminding you girls to keep your notebook, okay? Because your notebook is very important to study the lessons I have for introduction to business. So I think that's all for today, and then I will see you again next time for introduction to business. This is Mr. Honor again, your teacher, and then I'll see you all girls next time. Goodbye.